What happens when the mortal vessel chosen to house a goddess falls for the enemy commander sent to destroy her? In Wild Reverence, the breathtaking, emotionally resonant, and lushly atmospheric standalone fantasy romance by Rebecca Ross, listeners are thrust into a spectacular world inspired by ancient Celtic mythology, where the divine and the mortal collide in a war of faith, blood, and forbidden desire. The story follows Nolwenn, a fiercely devoted young woman raised in a secluded temple, who has been chosen for the ultimate, terrifying honor, to become the living vessel for the goddess. But her sacred destiny is violently interrupted when the temple is invaded by the Anguis, a ruthless enemy faction, and their battle-hardened, scarred commander, Rue is everything Nolwenn has been taught to fear, a lethal warrior with a dark past and a mission to eradicate the temple's divine power. Yet, as he takes her captive, the razor-thin line between enemy and ally begins to blur. Stripped of her sacred sanctuary and thrust into a treacherous journey across a war-torn landscape, Nolwenn and Rue are forced into a desperate, slow-burn alliance. Ross masterfully crafts a spectacular, enemies-to-lovers romance, blending the high-stakes, mythological world-building of classic epic fantasy with the deeply intimate, emotionally raw tension of a forbidden love story. The narrative explores profound themes of faith, bodily autonomy, the heavy burden of destiny, and the radical, defiant choice to forge your own path when the gods demand your absolute submission. Every whispered secret in the firelight, every brutal clash of steel, and every heart-stopping moment of vulnerability is layered with profound emotional weight, making the listener feel the visceral thrill of the mythic landscape and the intoxicating, inescapable pull of their undeniable bond. The audiobook experience of Wild Reverence is an absolute auditory triumph, elevated by dynamic, emotionally resonant narrate.